First of all, thank you so much for joining day 6 of the 10 at 10 for 10 yoga challenge, 10 minutes of yoga at 10 a.m. for 10 days. So we're on day 6, so over the halfway mark, so well done. If you've done all of the classes, that means you've done an hour of yoga already this week, so well done you. But as I tell everyone, 10 minutes is better than no minutes. Right then, so let's start with the day 6 yoga challenge. So close your eyes, relax your hands by your side, take a deep inhale, raising your arms over your head. Exhale the arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Coming to the top of your mat, if you have one, we're going to start with 3 sun salutations as a warm-up. So inhale your arms up over your head, looking at your hands. Exhale to forward fold wherever you are. Your hands might be on the ground, or they might just be on your calves, or they might even just be on your knees. So wherever your hamstrings will allow. And just walk the legs out here a little bit. First forward fold of the day. And take an inhale to come to a halfway lift. So this is where your back's really straight. Hands down on the ground. Step back into your plank. And go to your chaturanga. So either half push up or with your knees on the ground. Relaxing your feet, come to a cobra. So all in the back. Tuck your toes and push back into your downward dog. So feet are hip distance, hands are shoulder distance. Relax your head, and you want your back to be straight. You can keep your knees bent if it's easier. Maybe walk the legs out. And if you find that your heels reach the ground, take a wider stance. You want a little gap underneath your heels. Looking between your hands, stepping forward, halfway lift, and forward fold. Looking up at your belly button. Inhale your arms up over your head. And back to prayer. Okay, we're going to speed it up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to plank. Lower yourself to a chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog. And 3 breaths. Resetting the feet. Making sure there's no gaps anywhere underneath your palms. Looking between your hands, stepping forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale your arms up over your head. And back to prayer. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping back into your plank, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Tucking your toes, downward dog, and breathe. And really push away with your hands. Relax your head. Focusing on the breath. Looking between your hands, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. then from here just move your feet so they are hip distance, and we're going to come into a type of chair pose. So you want your feet are hip distance and sit down in your chair, arms stretched out in front of you, and really stick your bum out in this. So you want to make sure that your knees don't splay out to the sides or to the middle, but they're over your ankles. You want to see your toes, in fact lift your toes for a little bit more work. Sit a little bit lower in the seat. And now come up onto your toes, still with your arms out. And you're going to bend your legs, staying on your toes, keeping your back really straight. Awkward pose. Again, make sure those knees are kind of in line with your ankles. Maybe come a little bit lower, really feeling the burn in your thighs. And relax, just shake out your legs. Well done. Take your wide-legged stance, feet parallel, or maybe your toes slightly turned in, and forward fold, hinging at the hips. Hands on the ground in front of you in line with your feet. Wherever you are today, just try to straighten your back out. Maybe shifting the weight from your heels to the balls of your foot. Really feeling that lovely stretch in the backs of your thighs and your hamstrings. Placing your left hand now underneath your face. Lifting your right arm up to the sky for a lovely twist. Swapping the hands. So right hand under your face. Left hand up to the sky. Place the hands back down and come back up. Lovely. Keeping the feet where they are. Turn your right foot out. Arms up. We're going to warrior two. And bend your right knee. So again, your stance really needs to be quite wide in this. So you're aiming to have your thigh parallel to the ground. Don't let your knee go past your ankle. Really make sure that back leg is straight. Looking over your hands. And straighten the leg, swap the feet, going into the other side. Again, making sure that back leg is really nice and straight. Arms active. Hands either side of your left foot and stepping back into your plank. So from here, lifting your right foot and holding. And back down, lifting your left foot now. And bring your right knee to your right elbow. And back, left knee to left elbow. So good for your core, this exercise. And back. Lower yourself down to the ground and take your hands behind your back and lift your front body off the floor. Keep your legs relaxed so that all of the work is in the upper back. Just a little bit higher and back down. Coming to a kneeling position. Inhale your arms up over your head. clasping your hands over your head, hare pose. Just slowly come down, lowering your hands and forehead to the ground. Couple of breaths here. Inhale to come back up. Release the legs in front of you. Lying on your back, we're going to go into supported bridge pose. So bring your feet as close to your bum as they'll go, hip distance. You want to keep them in line. And just raise your hips up off the ground. We're going to go into supported bridge, so you can hold your hips onto your hands. Don't turn your head in this pose. It's really bad for your neck. And just for a little extra hamstring stretch, just lift the right leg up into the sky, trying to straighten the leg as much as possible. And back down. And the left leg. This is not as easy as it looks, by the way. Bring your foot back down, slowly take your hands away and lower your back. Stretch your legs out, arms over your head, and sit up. Coming straight into a forward fold. So feet active, so toes pointed towards your face, and folding forward, trying to keep your back as straight as possible. So this is the last pose before Shavasana. So really make the most of this lovely stretch for your back and hamstrings. Lovely. And lying back down to Shavasana. Just let your feet flop out, palms up. Let your shoulders sink into the ground. And relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Relax the back of your neck. Lovely. And that brings us to the end of the session. Thank you so much for joining and taking part, and see you tomorrow morning.